Hello my friends and welcome to the Newsreel. Today I would like to go through an article that I just found on Russia Today, and it reads: Dark day in Prague. Czech authorities use some no-mask COVID-19 excuse to tear down monument to Soviet liberator. A monument to Soviet Marshal Ivan Konev, who commanded the forces that liberated Prague from the Nazis in 1945, has been removed and mocked for not having a mask by one local official, in what Russia has condemned as an insult. Konev is one of the most celebrated Red Army generals. He liberated the Czech capital and put an end to 6 years of Nazi occupations, and on Friday, the authorities in Prague's District 6 dismantled his statue, using the fact that stay-at-home orders imposed to combat the spread of COVID-19 prevented any protesters from showing up. So they took advantage of the quarantine to avoid any protesting to their actions. That's very important, keep that in mind. I will comment on that in a second. He didn't have a mask on. Those rules apply to everybody. You can only be outside if your mouth and nose are covered. District Mayor Ondrej Kolar, I believe I'm pronouncing that wrong, joked on Facebook, prompting a multitude of angry responses. Others pointed out the cowardly act of removing Konev during the coronavirus lockdown to avoid protests, such as had occurred last September when the decision about the monument was made. So there was a previous event of protesting against removing the statue of that marshal, and now the authorities took advantage of the situation so as to, despite the opinion of the public, remove the statue with with no protesting due to the coronavirus, social distancing and quarantine laws. The article then goes on to say how they are revisioning the Czech Republic's history, how they paint the Nazis as evil occupiers, and so on and so on. Now, what I'd like to focus on is not either whether Ivan Konev was a good guy or a bad guy. It's not that. It's the fact that these people, in this country, there's a recorded instance at the moment, at least one recorded instance, of them using social distancing laws and quarantine laws to do whatever they want, despite the fact that the general public is against it. This is what I'd like to focus on. This is exactly what I have been talking about in my video about the moon. You should check it out. They use these laws so they can keep us at home and do whatever they want outside, whether it is approved by the general public or not, whether it is legal or not. In this case, they use the laws to remove the statue of a national hero, actually, whether you support the communist regime or not. I do not support communism, just so you know, but whether you support or not, this guy is a national hero. He defeated the Nazis. We can all agree that this is a good thing. They use it to remove the statue of a national hero with no protest by abusing the quarantine laws so as to rewrite history and paint that guy as actually a villain. The same thing as the article reads here with the Nazis that occupied the Czech Republic during World War II. This is what I would like you to take in heart after reading that article. You can check it out for yourselves. Links will be in the description. What we are currently experiencing, as Dr. Sukarit said, if you have not checked out his video, I highly suggest that you did, are violations of our human rights, so we will not protest when they do things just like that. When they disregard the public opinion, they do whatever they want, and then they try to rewrite our history. This is what I had to say in this video, so as to keep it short. Thank you very much for listening. Please follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date. Thank you and have a nice day.